Listen, this is absolutely disgusting what is going on in the city of Chicago, what is going on with CPS, because there's a number of things that is going on. But one thing I will say, it was absolutely refreshing and beautiful to see the community stand up. I mean, you got the grandmas out there with the broomsticks. I hope a couple of them had them extension cords. We need some fathers to go out there and say, hey, go pick a tree branch. That's what we need. Go pick you a switch off that tree. We need more of that, man, because this is absolutely disturbing. This is sad, man. And the reality is, this has kind of been a thing for a while now. I know because my mom is a school teacher. And I remember looking at these videos of kids fighting teachers and punching teachers over phones. Like, no respect. When I was in school, when I was in elementary school down in Louisiana, they'll still get you with that paddle. That teacher, that principal could take you in the hallway and hit you with that paddle. That's what these kids need. Because I was sitting there watching this video. I said, man, I felt so bad because this woman is sick. And from her post, she's weak. Some people like, why she ain't fight back? I would have knocked them kids out. Yeah, hey, trust me. Trust me. The way her son was screaming, them kids would have got mollywopped. I would have took the belt off, something. Because it's not going down like that. And it's just so sad to see this. But I will say from a positive perspective, it was amazing to see the community come and stand with her in front of the school. And hopefully, these kids get identified and they get the help and the correction and the whooping that they...
Man, come on now, Chicago. Get y'all kids, bro. These kids then jumped on this lady and her son.
Come on, blood.
For what? This lady just trying to walk her kids home from school so she can get home. She don't feel good. You can clearly see she don't feel good. She's sick. She been battling sickle cell. She tired. She weak.
Julia. Bitch. Why you put my phone? 84, don't touch my brother foot. Look at them bitches, Greg. Crackhead. Other bitches, Lauren. What's the deal?
Man, what's going on in Chicago is absolutely disgusting. It's sad, but it's not surprising. All right, last night, I believe it was, there was a woman who got set on fire on the Blue Line. She had some kind of altercation with some guy. He poured some on her and lit her on fire right there on the L train. And that's just absolutely sick. And if that's not bad enough, there was this woman that got jumped by a whole bunch of kids, all right? Her kid was getting bullied at the school. She made a lot of complaints, right? Went to the school, made complaints. I remember my mom used to have to do the same thing. That's why my mom put me in homeschool, because the schools were so bad in Chicago. I was getting jumped. I had to fight every single day, like no exaggeration, to the point my mom just pulled me out of school. And so I think that she pulled her kids out of school for a little bit, and then she put them back in. She thought maybe things have calmed down, and they went right back to bullying the kids. And I saw some videos and reports saying that this woman was pregnant, and these kids jumped her. And it's just so sad, to hear her child, crying and screaming like that. And these kids just have, just no respect. But think about it. The Bible says that this was going to happen. Lawlessness and, just strong delusion. Everything that the Bible talks about, we're seeing it. And here's the problem that I have. Trump was talking about sending the National Guard to Chicago, and people were walking around making videos, right, over there downtown by Lakeshore, talking about, oh, Chicago is a beautiful place and we don't have a crime problem. And the mayor got up there and said that. And the governor, just because of pride, just because you want to be right, just because, they call it TDS or whatever. And the reality is Chicago has a serious problem, has had a serious problem for a long time. But guess what? I don't expect the government to be honest. They're not going to, oh, yeah, we got a crime problem. Oh, yeah, we got a problem in our schools. I think a scandal just came out of the schools where they used all this money to go on these exotic trips. And they're talking about that as well. And there was some, some other conversation about we don't got money for, our people in our communities because we gave all the money to the migrants and we gave them cell phones and we gave them all this help. I mean, it is completely backwards, but I'm not even surprised. I'm at the point like, man, there's churches on every corner, especially in the hood. It would be nice if we could put aside our differences and come together and figure out what could we do spiritually, maybe host a prayer meeting at one of the bigger churches, all the pastors come together, or could we, maybe work together some kind of community programs. But the problem in Chicago is everybody want to be an individual. And then you got, that religious spirit, nobody want to come together. Man, hey, we got to do something, pastors in Chicago. I'm trying to do what I can do, and I'm sure some of you are trying to do what that y'all are doing. But man, if we come together, we could probably make a difference. And listen, we don't have to have like theological arguments and debates. We just give people give people Jesus and let them know like, hey, this is wrong. This is evil. Let's take a stand together against this kind of stuff in our communities, in our neighborhoods, put all the other stuff aside and just show unity and give them Jesus. The devil loves to keep the church and the body divided. Look, yeah, we're going to disagree on some things. Cool. But we should be able to stand together and say, hey, this is wrong. This is evil. Man, I'm praying for the city. Man, it's bad. Because it's like, I always think of that verse, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways. But we want to put on this, this political, Chicago's not that bad and Trump is tripping. Man, we are known as Chirac for a reason. And yeah, it's calmed down a little bit, but it's still bad. Look at what's going on. And I told y'all, it starts in the schools. The devil is going through legislation, entertainment, and education. These kids, and my mom was a school teacher in Chicago. And I remember like looking at videos where kids are fighting the teachers, punching the teachers, hitting the teachers. It's bad. And you trace it all the way back to when we took prayer out to schools. We took the 10 Commandments out of schools and then we replaced it. Obama got in there. We start pushing the gay agenda. That was a turning point in America. And things have progressively gotten worse. And that's with everything. Fathers not being in the home. You trace that back to the feminist movement in 1960s. And when Lyndon came out with the food stamps and the welfare system, everything has gotten worse and worse all over America because we just go further and further away from God. And churches become too politically correct to really just speak up and say what needs to be said. It's sad, but we're going to make a difference one way or the other. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. www.marcusrogersministries.org. If you want to support what we're doing here in Chicago, we really be out in the streets. We really be out evangelizing, feeding the homeless.